Okay, here we go, baby. So, this is animation versus physics. I have not watched the full video. I watched little snippets of it because it comes up on TikTok a lot. And I thought to myself, let's just watch the video, right? So, we're going into that. Here we go. So all I know is that it's Ellen Becker, a very famous animation person on YouTube. Very famous. You might really know them once we start, but I've only seen snippets of all of the videos. Like I've seen 20 seconds of every video that they've ever produced. So because of that, I think it's only fair to watch the one that I've seen the most of the same clip of on TikTok recently, which is going to be the animation versus physics. It was in the description when I checked the comments. They were like, "Oh, this is it." So I checked it out. So here we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted. But this one. Ooh, in space. In space. Falling in space from a temporal loop. How terrifying. Okay, if anything is terrifying, it's the vacuum of space and you being in it. Things are so far away from you in space. People don't believe that. It's far away. Like far, far away. But okay. Oh, we're getting scientific with it because they're using meters, not feet. Congratulations. Congratulations. Things are in scientific terms because everything is in metric except for the United States of the goddamn Americas that decided, hey, you know what? Let's just go miles. And then everyone followed suit for some reason and then kind of understand what miles is. And it's just like, no. There's no reference to anything. Everything is in like weird groupings. But yeah, it's in meters because that is the more consistent of the mathematical equation stuff. You can convert it later and it still will be accurate. It's just that we do it in meters first for scientific reasons. So yay. Whoa, we're doing velocity? Yeah, velocity. 1.3 meters per 1 second. Okay. This is average walking speed, basically. It's a 0. Because you're not walking anymore. Huh? Oh, wow. Is that like distance over... Oh, this is a derivative. The derivative speed over time. 2.5 meters per second. Acceleration added to that. The delta in velocity. Sorry. For somebody who doesn't know, I like math. All right. I may seem like a little bit of an idiot, but one of my favorite subjects was math. So much so that I was trying to be an architect or a scientist when I was getting out of school. But every program that I ever joined, the teacher was either fired or left for a different opportunity that paid them more. And now as an adult, I can't blame them. But as a kid, I'm like, motherfucker, I wanted to be in the program that put me into being the architect or the scientist. Yeah. Anyways, let's continue. Acceleration, baby. 10 meters per second squared. He's running fast. Ow, friction. Ow, friction. Ow. Ooh. Hold on. Let me lower myself. I'm a little too high up here. Give me 1 second. Where is my VTube? I'm a little too high up. Let me shrink myself down a little bit. There you go. That's a little bit more manageable, I think. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Oh, are we showing the gravitational pull against the whatever planet we're on? Mass. We're showing mass. Mass minus acceleration. So mass over the course of acceleration will be the said velocity of a thing. Yeah. Mass times acceleration is force. So many things to look at. Oh, wow. Ooh, I like this. I don't know. This is the part of the formulas that I don't know. I'd never learned trigonometry or like this kind of thing. Black Ops 2 meme. Okay, rope. That doesn't work that way. That shit must be a lead ball. You will, okay. Just because of diminishing returns, you will lose some of your angular momentum on the pullback. It won't be a lot, but there will be some loss due to some force. In a perfect world, yes, it's a perfect pendulum, but losses are a thing. You will lose momentum on various different variables. It doesn't have to be exactly one, but there will be multiple things that make you lose your momentum. There he goes. You have to keep it going, though. That does work, I guess. I guess it because, yeah, you're using against the... Yeah, that works. Yeah. Not like you couldn't walk around it, you know. But I guess since we're in the 2D plane, it makes sense. Nice form, buddy. You got it. 200 newtons. That shit's heavy, bro. 200 newtons is a lot. Longer rope. Yeah, it's not going to make it all the way up. Oh, it did, though. Ooh. But how are you going to get up there? That didn't work. No, you didn't make it. Okay. Okay, yeah. In a perfect world, yeah, that makes sense. You will experience losses. You will not make it all the way the fuck back if it's not in like a perfect vacuum. But ideologically, this makes a lot of sense. Like in theory, this makes a lot of sense. There we go. Added. Yeah, that's going to make a lot more sense. What is that? It's a rocket. Very old style rocket, but it's a rocket. Nice, climb the tree. Oh. Depending on how strong that fucking tree is. Oh, he's using angular momentum. That's actually goated. He's using the Spidey tactic of using angular momentum to get him way the fuck up there. You gotta be careful because now you're out of gravity. This is the terrifying part of space when gravity has no more pull on you and you just forever go into the distance. Never to see anybody ever fucking again. That is the worst part of this. That's beautiful and terrifying. I'm not scared of space. I'm scared of the inevitability of what space means. Okay. 42 meters per second and accelerating. Cowboy hat. A space cowboy. See a star. Go towards the star. Yeah, going towards the star makes a lot of sense. You might be in a place to be able to get back to where you're at, but again, in space, things are so ginormically far away from each other that it makes sense, you know? It's like actually terrifying how enormously far away things are from each other. We think just like a 5-hour drive is a long time. Dude, it takes people months to get to Mars, months to get to the moon. Like, people don't understand. It takes a long time. And so this is a cute demonstration, but it's terrifying. Think about it. If you make one small hiccup of a wrong move, then you're just gone. That's it. Bye-bye. Never to be seen again. It's horrible. More acceleration, baby. Let's go. How fast are we going now? He was going pretty quick and 1 meter per second per second. But if... Yeah. So that... Okay, Lorenz factor is... Fuck. What is this? The further away you go from the thing that's causing an external force from you, the less you have to act in order for things that give you thrust. So that's why you can pull back way more, because the velocity will go up as you leave something that's grabbing on you. That's basically what it means. It's a really cool phenomenon. It's sort of like, okay, a cool way to like experience this, I guess, is if you get like a plastic bag and you're like pulling on it slowly. There's a point where the bag is starting to give, and you can use the same force and it'll just start going all the way, and then eventually it'll split. But that is what essentially this is, basically. We're going fast. Is that the speed of light? Are you trying to go the speed of light? That's crazy. Light. That's a bright ass light. I'll have a moon like that. Wave fronts. Okay. That's a fancy ass flashlight. I want one of them. To get ultraviolet light and a flashlight, man, motherfucker is loaded. Also, wouldn't be in a handheld flashlight. That shit would be so expensive. Oh, infrared? Fuck you. You're never going to get infrared in a flashlight. Okay, you technically already get infrared in a flashlight. Technically already get infrared in a flashlight. But the spectrum is so unbelievably powerful that you would have to have like a car battery inside there to boost it to the point where it would be actually harmful. You wouldn't be able to see it on either end, the ultra infrared and ultraviolet. Fancy flashlight though. Adventure Horizons. No, those are the orbits. How did that catch you by surprise? Ain't no fucking way that caught you by surprise. Planets are magnanimously gigantic. Well, you're not looking. I guess you weren't because you were messing with the flashlight, right? Okay. Okay, I'll bet you pass on that one. Are we slingshotting? Yeah, we are. We are now going very fast. You cannot hold on to that rock. You need a seat and some belt buckles. You cannot just hold on to the goddamn rocket like that. We are slingshotting up and above and over. Yeah, boy. Slingshotting is crazy. They do this all the time. Instead of it's something that we do all the time on Earth. It was one of the reasons that we kind of like use the Earth as a slingshot all the fucking time. Like famously all the time. We will throw an arc to a place, and then like you'll notice that rockets will go sideways, right? They won't go straight up and down because that's actually wasting energy. You'll actually want it to go in the direction of like, first of all, the way the Earth rotates helps you get thrust, right? So if the Earth, let's say for example, the Earth rotates, if we're thinking in a 2D plane, clockwise, right? If the Earth rotates clockwise, you are going to want to also be going clockwise because the entire Earth is pushing you. So we do that, and then you want to also grab gravity as it's going to be like basically in an oblong form to get as much of that gravity to work for you and not against you. Only accelerating to get more up, basically. So that's one of the reasons that like getting into space, pretty nifty. As far as I know, that's how that works. I could be totally wrong on the direction, but like I said, that's just one of the ways that we kind of conserve energy to do this. Because if you just go straight up, you're gonna waste so much energy. But if you do it like the way that they do it now, where they go in the direction of, I guess, the curvature of the Earth and how it's rotating, then yeah, it saves a lot because then you can just grab gravity as it's pulling you in and out of orbit, basically. And then you can just use it to your advantage. And then you have to use a lot of very advanced mathematics to land you where you want to be. Precisely, too. Within like a foot. So, like, it's very cool. My name is KICdude, and I would like for you to subscribe to my channel. Slingshot, baby. It's so fucking cool. The sun. You would be dead. You would already be fucking dead. We don't slingshot the sun for multitudes of reasons. Yeah, that's the fucking reason. That's the fucking reason. The sun is so like it has a force. It's crazy. Okay. No fucking way. Shut the fuck up. There is no way you're going to slingshot the sun with a fan. That's a crazy fanning cowboy hat. This is a pipe dream. You would need so much more thrust. I guess if you could theoretically do this, then yeah, that makes sense. But you having the wherewithal to flap your way around the sun, not happening. No way is that gonna happen. You're still accelerating. 1% the speed of light. Okay. Vapors. I saw the jump coming. You lose all your thrust when you jump because the thing relative to you is gone. Again, this is in the vacuum of space, so yeah, you don't have a lot of friction, but you have some friction, and that shit will just leave you. So yeah, because it's continuing to accelerate, and you do not continue to accelerate. So yeah. Magnetic field, baby. This is the part of science I do not know. Not much of, anyways. That magnet would have cracked. Magnets are famously delicate. Oh, it's a magnet ring. Yeah, mag rings are crazy like this. If you can make it through that fucker, you accelerate like crazy. Because there's no way it grabs, like, because you just can't, it doesn't grab you. And now we have more advanced, like, this is like the definition of a railgun. This is what a railgun is, by the way. The railguns are just metal rods fed through a bunch of magnets over and over again to achieve crazy speeds. And usually they're like air fronted or like with an explosion, right? There's just like a tungsten or a metal rod fired through a bunch of magnet rings that reach insane speeds. So this is crazy. This is a really cool demonstration. Okay, that magnet would have given up a while ago. Sorry, like a solenoid magnet. It'll work. It'll work in a perfect world and not looking like that. But it'll work. Yeah, right. But yeah. If you yourself are magnetized and you go through a magnet ring and you are strong enough to believe the potential, then yeah, absolutely you'll accelerate like crazy. Are you kidding me? That's kind of, the whole point. It's also the way that like a black hole works, by the way. It's just gravity instead of this. Yeah. And it is a lot. It's very powerful. It's multiplication wise. Woo, boy. 80% the speed of light, huh? You're going fast now. This shit starts to get crazy. This is the part of science I don't fucking know. Hey. Asteroid field, comets, nebulas. You would be hit by something by now. Time dilation. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, I don't know about space dilation. I know time dilation, and most people will know time dilation. But basically, as things go away from each other in the vacuum of space, time exists differently. That is the reason that we tell people that the sun is 8 minutes ahead of us, because by the time that space reaches, the sun has already existed for 8 minutes, right? So that's not taken to the point of like a photon or something like that. But like the sun's rays move at a speed that's crazy. And for us to know what the sun looks like in those minutes, it's like 8 minutes ago has passed. That's one of the reasons we can kind of look into the past. Because if depending on where we look at in the universe, time hasn't passed just quite yet long enough to be able to see, right? So that's one of the things, and I think it's what space dilation is. Like that, there's a point where you can kind of like see what space looked like, in those moments of time, because the time hasn't quite reached that point, or hasn't like fully come around yet. And that's super cool. It's super cool. Again, we're getting to the point where these are the kind of math and science problems that these are super theoretical, and I do not know the answers for, because I studied this up to here and then like I kind of just didn't do it anymore. All right, let's keep going. Whoa. So wait, what does that mean? Okay, let me look at this shit. Twisted magnetic field, black hole. Ooh, so he's going into a quasar. So this is like theoretically what it kind of looks like. And okay. So you're going through a magnetic field, consistently accelerating at the rate of magnetics. So you're going into a black hole, sir. Doppler effect. Oh. Doppler effects exists for waves of light? Really? Oh, that does make sense though, because that makes fucking sense. The wave of lights would get fucking shorter as you get towards them, right? So then the longer wavelengths would be red and the shorter wavelengths would be blue or purple. That's fucking cool. Oh. That's freaking cool. Okay, I'm learning something from a YouTube video. I guess that means education, you know. What does it say? Accretion disk, relative jet. Oh, relativistic jet. This is, I don't know what this shit. I know what the black hole is. What's an accretion disk? Looks very pretty. Sir, you're about to enter a black hole. You are dead. This is the part of the universe that I am like, how does this even exist? Like a singular point in space that has demoted itself enough to become a rip in the reality of the entirety of gravity and also all of light and like the fabric of space-time? What do you mean it goes through here? Like, huh? Well, you're dead. You're immediately dead. Sorry. You're dead. You passed the point. Black hole. Yeah. And then, yeah, you're at 99% of the speed of light because that's how fast a black hole is. It's fast. Okay, accretion disk. Oh, so, okay. Let's learn some shit. The accretion disk, I guess, is like the ring outside of a black hole. Event horizon, obviously the singularity that is the black hole. And then the photon ring. So that's all the light surrounding the singularity. Event horizon, okay. Theoretically, this is really pretty, but no. It's an apple. That's so fucking scary to even think about, dog. Oh, I'm terrified of black holes, dude. You can see something on the other side of a black hole. No, sir. Oh, that is a decision you have fucking made. Never. Oh boy, that apple is long gone. Goodbye. I would have said next fucking nebula. You're going fast enough to escape the black hole and you chose to dive into it. What are you doing? Outside perspective. Okay. This is theoretically what would happen. Okay. Outside perspective. And then you'd be dead. The gravitational forces of a black hole are reported to be somewhat in like the hundreds. The human could survive like 12 on like a lucky day. 24 if you're like trained for the shit. Never in the life like 100. This is theoretically what would happen. Okay. Gravitational red. Yeah, because you become more and more red as you enter a black hole, apparently. And then gravity goes away from you. Like you are becoming outside of gravity, essentially. Gravitational pulse. Yeah, you're accelerating towards something, buddy. Everything's accelerating right now. You're accelerating like crazy towards the center of a singularity. Like you are now past the speed of light. Yeah. Yeah, congratulations. That apple was carrying so much fucking energy. It's way surpassed the goddamn rocket you were on. Idiot. There we go. And dead. Yeah. So much fucking force, bro. No idea what would actually happen. Okay, this is the thought that like, okay. This is one of the theories that I guess makes the most sense. Is that because you become an infinitesimal speck, everything on the outside of you becomes as massive, like, because you're basically being reduced to atoms, essentially. You're being, gravity's crazy. So it goes like, you're getting reduced. If you would survive up to this point, yes, the things that would be like super big, super gigantic. So yeah, the idea here is that you're getting reduced down to nothing, and everything else is bigger. This is DNA. Hydrogen bonds. Wow, we're going down, 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 and then going into the proton, quarks, antiquarks. Yeah. Neutrinos, which is like smaller than any physical thing that we can ever understand. World sheets? Okay. I don't know what world sheets are. What is this? Oh. This is string theory. What the fuck does any of this mean? Conformal field, anti-de Sitter space, world line? I guess. Singularity. This is the single point in the center of a black hole. The idea being that, anyways. Swimming. That is a theory, I guess, that in the center of a black hole would be the point that time could split. Right? That's how parallel universes are, that you can go one way or the other and things could just fucking change. But none of us would survive. None of us would survive. Not a single person of us. No matter how much armor you put on, you're getting spaghettified the moment you enter the freaking inner horizon. Like it's not even close. There's another one of you. I like this idea, though. Probability waves. You're fucking with the probability waves. I need you to stop. Apple. You wanted that apple from the beginning. Oh. Don't know what that means. I'm like, oh, yeah, huh? We're at a point in math that I don't fucking know, bruh. Sure. These are words I've seen before. Hyperbolic space. Dodecahedral projected in. Yeah. An Eisen-Rosen bridge. Oh, basically a wormhole. Okay. I guess the proposition is that the wormhole is like spaces that exist inside of a black hole. And you could theoretically go from wormhole to wormhole if we knew how to get into a black hole and out the other end. Is that what they're saying? I don't know. This is, again, math and science way above anything I've ever studied. Sit down. On the probability of space. Yeah. Yeah, I love this shit. Okay, we're back into the shit I like. Fucking timeline splitting and alternate realities. I like this. Or continuing realities, because this is. It looks like a continuing parallel universe. Oh. Oh, that's pretty freaking sick. I love this. Okay. First of all, I'm so engrossed. Storytelling, amazing. Right? I love the continuing the storylines and shit. I love this shit. Being like the cause of your own circle, but like you're gonna finish it because if you don't do the circle, you'll never find yourself. So therefore, you would end your own existence. It's crazy cool. What is he doing? What is that? What does that mean? Hold on, let me go back. What is that? What did that read? Spinning causes what? Okay, what is he spinning? Typler cylinder, solar masses. I don't know what this is. I thought I would gain some insight by reading it. I gained nothing. I gained nothing. Going backwards and forwards in time. Parkland. All his past iterations. So they're going towards something. What are they going towards? What is the end goal? No one's explaining anything, but just putting stuff into play. What do your past iterations want? Okay. So that apple hitting us in the beginning was just for lulz. You're an asshole. Whatever. Oh, badass, bruh. Badass. So now you're continuing the resolution. So you split the time. You're continuing the timeline and continuing things. Oh, that's so good. Oh, no way. That's how it ends? Oh, I love it. No resolution. Fuck you and your happy ending. Oh, yes. I love it. It's just an amazing part of life that I like the fact that we can. I like it so much. Dude, there's a reason this guy's good at what he does. All right. I love the math. Again, people think, okay, I said this on Twitter or X, whatever you want to fucking call it. But I pointed out that I'm like, guys, I don't think people understand. When I play a video game with my friends, I'm often being as stupid as I possibly can. I turn off my brain. I don't want to think, right? But like legitimately, I am really well studied. I love math. I love sciences. I have studied this stuff. I was studying to be an architect and or a chemist. So like, and then all the programs that I was in got shut down or the teacher went to a different place. But ultimately, dude, I love math. So when I see this stuff and I'm like, dude, there's some things I don't even fucking know. And then they included the math that I know. And I'm like, yeah, I love it. Also, the fact that you just brought up like split streaming and brought up like with the possibility of there being multiple parallel universes because you can possibly go through wormholes to through the singularity of a black hole. That to me shows a dedication to study that I would never do for a damn YouTube video, but I do it anyways. right? Like, if you didn't know it then, you'd know it now, or at the very least have the concept of it. So yeah, love it. I love it. Amazing time.